Hi everyone. So in this video you will learn how to create and use interface in TypeScript. Interfaces are basically used to create complex objects. So whatever the properties you will define or you can set declare inside the interface, your object must implement those set of properties. Let's see an example of it. So to create an interface, you have to make use of interface keyword, and by convention we always put I in front of it, and let's make it complex type. It will have two properties, id, let's make it number, and let's make it name. So this is a interface. Now let's create a variable and make it my complex object, and type will be a complex type. Okay, so as I told you before, it should implement these two properties. So they should be a id property, let's make it 100, and a name property, let's make it Peter. Now let's create a function here and make it get details. It will take a parameter that will be of type I complex type. So let's make it my custom. Okay, make it a complex type, or do one thing, just make it emp. Now make use of console log. So we'll print id and name. Let's put id first, then name. Now let's call this function get details, and we got the complex object here, so we'll pass it to this function like this, save it, and this is the output. Okay, my mistake, it should be name here, save it, and this is the output. A very important thing to note here is this complex object must have this id property and a name property. If I'll remove it, okay, I'll get the compilation error. In such a scenario where you want to implement only one property and you want to make other properties optional, you can make use of question mark here. This is also called Elvis operator, so I'll make it optional, and it is pretty much understood. Now I'll get emp.name undefined because I'm not defining it here. Just see it, save it, and this is the output. To overcome that undefined, you can simply make use of if statement with the type of keyword just to check whether emp.name is undefined or not. Let's see how you can have function declaration inside the interface. So let's create a function. It will be get details, and it will take two parameters, id that will be of type number, name that will be of type string. That's it. Okay, so this object must implement this function. So just do one thing, delete this part. Okay, and here we'll have get details function. So it will take id and string. So let's make it number, make it string, will simply console log id and name. That's it. Now just delete it and call my complex object get details function. We need to pass id, let's make it 100, name will be marks. So the output is pretty much expected. You will get id and a name. See, now we are getting this red squiggly here. In such a scenario, you must provide a return type here. Our function is not returning anything, so we have to put void here. If your function is returning some complex object, string or number, you must specify it here. Now save it. The output will be pretty much the same. There will be no change in this. Basically the red squiggly is gone. So this is how to work with the interfaces in TypeScript. I hope you got the point how it actually works. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.